Hi, I'm Amber,
I'm Melissa.
and you're listening to the AM Podcast. This week, we give our thoughts on two legends' comebacks, Sunmi and SHINee. First, we're going to start with Sunmi, and she came out with two songs, Tale and What the Flower.
So I really love Tales. The song was super catchy, and I love the lyrics because, she talks about, expressing like that a passionate love for someone. And yeah, I really like that. The lyrics are really cute. And then I liked how so apparently the title tail is supposed to represent how animals use their tail to express their emotions. So for instance, like when dogs are excited or when an animal is really excited, they'll wag their tail really fast. Or, if they're like disappointed or sad, can animals be disappointed? I don't know. But when they're sad, when they're sad, they'll like bend their tail, or like they use their tail basically to express their emotions. So that was the meaning of tail. And she had said that in not really a behind the scenes, but she did like a video where her fans reacted to her song, to her music video, and she like joined them afterwards. And as they were watching the music video with her, she gave some commentary. So I really liked having, the artist's perspective of her own song was helpful interpreting the song. So yeah, I really like the song.
I agree. I really like the song. It was very catchy, and I think it's a really good performance song compared to the other song that we're going to talk about. And I feel like I said song like too many times just now, but okay, whatever. I like how it gives like a sexy vibe, but it's not like overpowering with sexiness, It's just like it's a story. And I think it's really interesting what you said, that it was supposed to express like the emotions like an animal would, because they like the little tail, because when they get excited to be like switching their tail back and forth. Okay. That's like in my head, that's what a tail would sound like. Like, I don't know, like I can't wiggle because you guys can't see me like wiggling my hand or something, so it was the tail wiggling. Okay. I really like this song. I don't know. The whole story of it is just cute. The story within the song is really good. I normally have like favorite lyrics, but with this one, the whole song was good. So there wasn't really anything where I was just like, oh, I gotta say this lyric. I just love the song overall. So that's what I thought about Tail. Do you have anything else to say about Tail?
No.
Okay, so moving on to What a Flower. Melissa, what did you think about that?
I really like this song as well because I like the sultry, jazzy kind of feel that this song had. And I really like, and I feel like, well, her voice, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like with this song, like the raspiness of her voice really kind of stood out. And for some reason, like, I don't know if she's ever gonna like do a music video for this one or how to perform it live if she does. But I don't know, in my head, like I just pictured her like in like a cigarette lounge or something, like on top of a piano and like singing this. I don't know. That's just that's just the visual that comes to my mind when I listen to this song. So yeah, I really like this song. What about you?
Funny you mentioned the whole lounge type thing, because when I heard it, I was just like, I feel like I'm sitting in a lounge and she's performing the song. Oh my gosh.
It gives those vibes.
I did see a few of her live performances of this, and yeah, it wasn't lounge vibes. It was just,
she had live performances.
Yeah, but she was just like standing there with the mic. For one of them, she was standing with the mic, and it was like a really pretty background. And then another one she had was she was like with the band, and they were like in this like box type thing, and she had like a dress, and she had like a cute little tattoo flower on her arm. It was really cute, but it was just like really vibes. She had like, in that performance, she also had like her band around her, and so it just gave like really, I don't know. I would say like like I guess like slightly intimate vibes with that one.
Oh.
So it was really cool to see her perform it. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about the live performances for What a Flower. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little confused by the lyrics. I really wasn't sure what was happening, what was going on. I will say I did love the song. Like when I was listening to it, I loved it, especially that intro with the piano. And then she like comes in with her voice. I was like, "Oh, okay." And I'm not gonna lie, the beginning piano kind of felt like I was going to church, but then she came in and reminded me that this wasn't a gospel song.
Okay.
It's going a whole different way. I don't know, that piano intro gave me that, but like I said, I love the way it sounded and everything. So, anyways, I said I was confused by the lyrics, and so when I went to do a little bit of research, somewhere it said that apparently she was in a live with her fans and she had touched on it, and she said that the lyrics kind of were talking about like how wherever you go you always have to smile and be kind, but sometimes it's hard to act like that, which can make people cynical. So she made a song to reflect that feeling. I don't know if she
Mm.
really said that or if that's true, but that's what I found. There's not a lot out there on this song. I'm pretty sure that maybe as she does more interviews and stuff, we'll figure out more. But when I got that and then I reread the lyrics, it made sense to me. But yeah, I love this song and I definitely probably would have it on repeat. I like Tell too. So okay, I definitely would have both of them on repeat to be honest. But What a Flower. Oh, okay. My thoughts are all over the place. Something else that I found that was cool is that the name What the Flower, I think we've been saying What a Flower. So it's actually What the Flower. But anyways, What the Flower was like her way of basically saying like what the F, but like she couldn't curse. So she called it What the
Mm.
Flower. So I thought that was kind of creative because that actually cleared up a lot because I've been saying how I was just so confused by the lyrics of this song. And
Hmm.
having it actually mean that, it made a lot more sense with everything. And so yeah, but I still love the song and all that good stuff. So do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I didn't even know she had live performances of this. Maybe because I've just been so caught up on Tail too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like the music video for that and the live performances that I did see of that song. And I didn't even know she had live performances of What the Flower. But uh, but now that you had said that you know What the Flower actually stands for WTF technically,
Mm-hmm.
the lyrics do make a little bit more sense. At least the ones on Genius do, because she's saying, you know, you don't have to smile, you'll still be pretty. And it's kind of like a flower. Like a flower is just pretty. Like there's no substance to them. Well, I don't know if that's true. Well, I don't know if that's true. But I mean, like they're it's an object that it's supposed to be pretty,
Yeah.
and so to me that was it's kind of like a metaphor of the person.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that's all I have to say. But I love both songs.
Yeah, so you had mentioned the music video, so I feel like that's a great segue into
Oh,
the
you're
next
right.
part. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the music video. I guess I'll go first. I love the video overall. I thought it was very creative, and when you explained about how it was about like expressing animals' expressions, emotions, the choreography went with that, and so I thought it was really cool, and so it gave clarity. I think the storyline of the video was really good too. It's like this woman just would not die, which was amazing, you know. So but I think
Mm-hmm.
it also gave me a different, I guess, perspective on the kind of love that she was talking about in the song. Because to me, when I was looking at the video, it was like that toxic kind of love where you're just so madly in love with the person that can get a little crazy and dangerous. But like when I was listening to the song and I just read the lyrics by itself, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, you know, it's like like you said, like a passionate love. And then there I'm just like, oh, might be a little too passionate when I watched the Tail music video. But Yeah. But I will say my favorite choreo from the whole video was when it was towards the end and she was like on the floor and her dancers had their like legs
Oh
behind
yeah.
her and like she like shook but their legs shook so it looked like it was her tail. It gave me like the nine-tailed fox vibes that I don't know, it was from a drama that I've seen and it was talking about I don't know.
Oh.
A lot of tales remind me of that. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Melissa, what did you think?
Oh yeah, I thought her acting was really great in this music video. And I loved the like Catwoman concept that she had, where like she died and the cats helped bring her back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now that you're saying that, like about yeah, it was kind of crazy because in the beginning, didn't she like scratch? She scratched that guy's back in the beginning. I watched the music video a couple times. And the first time I didn't notice it, and then like then the third or fourth time I was like, oh, he's like bleeding. Um.
Yeah, then tied him
Anyways,
to the train
so
track. So
oh yeah, that too. That part probably should have tipped it off that it's not just like a regular type of passion for somebody. But overall, I also really liked the choreo, and my favorite part was the him diddle part, where like the shake part in the beginning, where she's like like first.
I wish you guys could see what Melissa was just doing. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Because she did
The part she was like hundada, like da, 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 da.
I know the song. I just don't know what dance move you're talking about. Look, she's just waving
It's in
her
the
hand in
beginning.
the air, and I'm just like, I don't. She waved like Sunmi waved her hand in the air a couple of times throughout this. So,
Okay.
let me check.
Well,
Let me look it up right
okay.
quick
Okay.
so I can figure out what you're talking about. Cause
She did it. She only did it once in the beginning, and the camera like kind of shifted, like kind of like distorted a little bit. But that part is there like throughout the song.
throughout the song. Okay, hold on.
Well, whenever she said it a
Oh,
couple times.
okay. It's a very slight moment. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
like that part.
the camera kind of like blurred on the sides, but it was just her.
Yeah,
That was really good.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I like that part where she goes like, "Hindra, hindra." Anyways, okay, and then, uh, I guess you already mentioned this also that I thought it was so cool how they did the choreo to mimic like a cat's tail. Like she had the dancer's hands like acting as the tail in some parts, and or their legs acting as a tail in other parts. So it was very. It was. I really like the choreo for the music video. Um, yeah, that's all I had to say about the music video. I think. Oh, and her outfits. I didn't say anything about her outfits. She looks so good.
Yes,
But yeah.
I agree. One of my favorite outfits was the red dress. That was a
Mm-hmm.
good one.
She's like a whole different person in those scenes.
Yeah,
Maybe it was the hair
I
too.
think it was the hair. I think because I was like, I don't know. She reminds me of like the outfit reminded me of like an influencer outfit that like I would see on Instagram or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess we could just move on to our overall thoughts. Um, I need a full album. I can't wait till it comes out because these two songs are so amazing that it just made me want more. And I was like, it's only two songs. Don't
Mm-hmm.
get me wrong. I was listening to these two songs like over and over, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted more. I felt like there should have been more. I love that she put out two songs that were kind of contrasting between each other, and so I found that very interesting. And I wish I'd known why she decided to put those two songs out. So yeah, those are like my overall thoughts for Sunmi's comeback. I'm really happy she did come back, and I want more. So yeah, Melissa, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, same. I don't has she put out I was just trying to think. I don't know if she has she put out like a album recently? I mean, I don't know. But because I know that she has I know of a few singles that have come out over the past like couple years, but I don't know that I've seen like an album. But I don't know. But I will say that I've known about Sunmi for a while because she's been in the industry for a really long time, and so but and I do like, and I have liked some of her past songs, but I never really got into her. Um, but I really enjoyed this comeback. I really enjoyed these two songs, and so I hope they're going to be part of a larger body of work or length. Yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, those are my overall thoughts, I think.
Okay. So we're going to move on to SHINee's comeback. Yeah, so we're going to start out with their concept photos. Melissa, what did you think about some of their concept photos?
I really liked the fake reality version of their concept photos. The ones where like they had those suits on, and the colors were so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
The colors were like very like saturated, and it had like a very like, I don't know, retro feel or vintage feel. So I really liked those photos. I didn't care for, I don't know what the street concept one was. I don't really know what that
Yeah.
one was
Mm-hmm.
about with the things on their head, and the I didn't know what that was about. I didn't really care for that one. But I really liked the fake reality one. So those were that was the one that I liked. What about you?
I like those two. Those were my favorite ones.
Which one? The fake reality
Yeah, the
one?
fake reality ones. I loved
Uh,
Minho's picture when he was in his blue suit, but he was like walking away from the car, and like you were looking at
mm,
him through a window. And I guess it was like a mannequin arm that was there, but I don't know. I saw that and I was like, he looks amazing. Like this is a very good. Like I would hang that photo on my wall, and that's saying a lot because I don't really hang up posters and stuff. So I forgot to mention before when I was introducing this. This is SHINee's seventh album, and it's called "Don't Call Me." So for
oh.
those of you guys that may not know, that's what it is. And so I wanted to mention that before I went on, because now we're going to talk about our favorite songs from the album. Um, so I would say one of my favorite songs was Body Rhythm, because this song is like a whole grown vibe. And I don't know. Lately I've been really digging when like K-pop artists do like these grown and sexy, mature type of songs, because I feel like I'm so used to like the poppy rainbows and gumdrops kind of sound. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yes, give me more. And so Body Rhythm, that was a good song. And I think my second favorite song was Kind. And it was just like a really nice close to the album. It was like a cool down to me, because a lot of the other songs were kind of upbeat. Even if they were slower, they still had, in my opinion, like a upbeat, I guess, vibe or sound to them. And so that's why I like Kind. And it was a really sweet song. So yeah, those are my favorites. What about you, Melissa?
So my favorites were Body Rhythm as well. I love the whole like vibe of that
Mm-hmm.
song too, with the kind of, I think this was the one that was like kind of like a Caribbean-ish, I don't know, type of vibe. Um and I liked the drop in Don't Call Me. That was very specific. Like I don't know, I wasn't sure that I don't know that I really liked, like it's a good song, but I don't think it's like one of my favorite songs from the
Mm-hmm.
album. But this is the part that's like after the don't call me part. I like everything that's like after that. And I really like Minnow's part too in this song. Um, it's very specific parts,
Yeah.
I guess. So did I actually like this song? I don't know. But I really liked specific parts in Don't Call Me. And I really liked Marry You. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember when they did a showcase before I think like, I don't know if this was supposed to be like their reintroduction, like SHINee's back kind of showcase, but it was before the album came out. They did like a mini showcase, and they did like some of their older songs, a few of their older songs. And then and I think the only new song that they had sung was "Marry You," and so I liked it from back then. And I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm like gonna get like hate for saying this, but I feel like if one of them does like get married, like in the future, like they're definitely gonna be singing this song like at their wedding. And so I don't know if that's like I'm not like supposed to say, I don't. I mean, they may not marry, but I'm just saying, like, I could see them singing that song, like, as a group at one of their weddings.
I agree with you. And I have a feeling that this might just be like a wedding song for 2021 for like people. I guess
Mm-hmm.
like people that like
That's
K-pop, or
true.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
anybody, I guess, that's interested in this song, like they would just use this because there's always songs that come out and you're just like, oh my gosh, so many people are going to dance to this at their wedding. Oh my gosh, people are going to, oh, you just know it. And I feel like that's one of those songs that
Yeah.
definitely is going to be used. Um I don't,
Yeah, I could see that too. Just anyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. Yeah, it's a little risky when you talk about, people getting married. Might get canceled, but that's okay.
This is our podcast.
Yeah. I mean, they deserve to be happy. Okay, I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole. um, you were talking about "Don't Call Me." Um, they came out with a music video. How did you feel about that?
So my first thought, I don't know, maybe because this is my first like I don't know if this is yours too. Like this is like our my first like SHINee like
Yeah.
comeback. Um and so I didn't realize that Minho was so like
Oh yes,
charismatic.
girl. Yes.
I don't know. And it's funny because I was reading some of the comments on I think maybe on YouTube or whatever. They're like, oh, he's known as like the something like flaming red, like charismatic or something like that. Like I think he's like known for like for his charisma, like in the group. I could be like saying it
Mm-hmm.
completely wrong. And so I didn't realize because I was just like looking at it like, wow. And I guess it's because I again, I don't really. I'm just now starting to like know more about SHINee, like outside of like
Mm-hmm.
Taemin. I'm starting to learn more about the members, and I had just. What drama did I just finish watching? I just finished watching a drama. Oh my gosh, I'm completely blanking right now. And Minho was in it. It's one that just came out. Like I think it ended this year. Was it Love Struck in the City?
That
Was he that
it's
one?
finished. Wait, hold on. The drama's finished. I thought it was just
I think it
started.
like just
Oh,
finished.
okay. Oh,
It just
oh,
finished like a couple
I
weeks
wanted to
ago.
watch that. So
Yeah, it was Love.
I said I wanted
Hmm?
to watch it. So
Oh, it was
okay,
good. It was good. Okay, this is the
I
drama
know
review though.
it happens.
But he was in Love Shack in the City. He plays like a cop in it, and so this is the first time, and in the drama, he seems to be kind of timid, kind of shy, but and then so coming from watching this like kind of shy, kind of like reserved police officer to watching him with red hair like the next week in a boy band, I was just like, it was a bit of a shift
Yeah,
for me because I was just like, oh, I didn't know. And so I don't know. I guess that's how this to say he looked really great, and I loved like how like he had a lot of attitude, um, and so yeah. But outside of him, everyone else also looked like it looked great and sounded great. But I guess for me, he kind of stood out like in that moment of me watching it because I had just seen him like literally like the week before on like a
mm-hmm.
drama. And I already knew about like Taemin. So and I'm still getting to know the other members, but they all sounded amazing and they looked great. My favorite part of the video, I really love the dance. There's a dance section that they do. I'm so bad with these musical terminologies, but it's the part where there's like no music. I want to say the breakdown or bridge. Maybe bridge is the correct
Mm-hmm.
terminology. And anyways, they're in like a what is it called? Subway station, I think they filmed it or something like that. And they do like a little
Yeah.
circle dance and like the little interpretive, contemporary interpretive dance part. I was like, wow, they look
Uh-huh.
amazing. And this part is so nice. And it just looks they look very experienced. And they look like they were meant to be K-pop, like, I don't know, idols. Not just idols, but I don't know, just look like they've been there for a while and they were met and they are where they're supposed to be. I don't know if that
It
makes any
does.
sense. Oh, okay. And yeah. And okay, it's another random thought. I don't know why. So another random thought I had when I was watching it was I'm not sure what the feather
Oh my gosh, yeah.
headwear thing was on Key's head in the
Yeah.
beginning. Um and it's funny because I've watched a couple of them reacting to their music video, and apparently he said it was heavy.
Hmm.
Um yeah, I think so. I think that was the headset. They had a lot of things on their
Yeah.
head. In this video. So I can't remember if it was this is what he said was heavy, if it was something else. But I have a feeling it was this one that he said was heavy. It didn't look like it would be heavy though. Yeah. I think that's all I had to say.
I too was questioning that feather headpiece. Um, if it was heavy, I really want to know what it was made out of because it's feathers. How heavy could feathers be? But when I saw it, I was just like, huh? And it's like kind of like that beginning part of the music video is kind of, I don't want to, for lack of a better way to say it, it's kind of like hard. And so to see him with the feather on his hair, I was like, huh, okay, I guess it works. I mean, you guys are SHINee, so whatever goes, goes.
Look, right? They can
Yeah.
make it work.
And before you were mentioning that, like, this is your first comeback with SHINee, it's mine too. Like, I know I've been into K-pop since they've come back with some things, but I was never like a big fan of theirs. Like, I just knew their music and I liked some of their songs, but it was like I was never diving into their stuff. And so this is the first time where I ever really dove into what they were coming out with. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
how you were talking about Minho was so charismatic. I remember the first time I ever saw Minho, well, SHINee period, was like on an SNL, like an SNL skit, and it was just so funny. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's so cute though, but he's funny. And I was like, I don't know why, not until now that I decided to actually look and see like who, like what more are they doing, you know? And so
Mm-hmm.
all that to say, I agree. Minho is very charismatic. Anyways, so my thoughts were that kind of going along with your little key moment of the feathers, I really wasn't sure about their outfits in this music video. I don't know if I really liked them that much. Um, yeah, and one of the notes that I said I was really talking about Key wearing that feather thing. I really wasn't sure about that. But I like the color for the music video, like the color theme. It was very like muted. It had a lot of neutral colors with black. I mean, except for like the pop of red here and there. And I think at one point their outfits had like blue and white in them. But overall, the music video was just kind of muted, which went perfectly with what they were talking about, like, you know, like the love is over, like don't call me, like is dead. And so like all those colors remind me of like it wasn't bright, there was nothing lively about it, and it was just like, oh, you really telling them, y'all better tell them. And other than that, I feel like there wasn't anything amazing about the video in terms of like the set, and as I mentioned, I really didn't like the outfits, but it's like the group made this video amazing. Like they're with their
Mm-hmm.
dancing and kind of like you mentioned, like they just have like this, for lack of a better word for me, I would just say like they have this stage presence where it's like they probably could have just danced in like a room that just had a backdrop of like blue or something. I don't care. And the video would have still been amazing just because they're so good at what they do and they really know how to pull you in. And I never forgot one member. Like there, because sometimes, you know, when you watch groups and you watch some of the music videos, I feel like some members may get lost or they might not be as memorable, but each member kind of had their moment and really made me remember them. And
Mm-hmm.
I never felt like, oh, one's maybe not on the same level as the others. Like they're even. And I don't know, that's a group to be reckoned with, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I had to say about the music video. Apparently I had a lot to say. um the,
Well, it's a lot to take in
yeah,
too.
it was just,
So
they're just so good, Melissa. And I'm really mad at myself for really starting to get into like their music now because they're so good. Like, what was I, Amber? What were you, past Amber? What were you doing?
I know. I was just thinking about that. Was it yesterday I was thinking about that? Because I was thinking about like all these older groups that are, you know, their members are getting older, but the music is so good. I'm just sitting here like mad, like wow, like I could have been standing them like 5 years
Yes.
ago. Like what was I doing? Like what was I doing? Now it's like too late. I mean, I guess it's never too late, but it's like it's different when you're like, you know, in
Mm-hmm.
the moment, like basking in like the whole like comeback schedule and like being excited for like when you first hear a song and like I don't know.
Melissa, what are your overall thoughts about this comeback?
Um, I guess I just thought it was very like solid. It was very like it was very them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it makes sense. Because I mean, listening to some of their like older songs now is makes it just it felt very them, and it didn't feel like they were trying to be someone else. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because I guess I feel like sometimes when I listen to groups, it sounds like they're trying to like keep up with the trends
Right.
or try to, and then sometimes they can all it all kind of this the concepts can kind of all blur together. But theirs is very like distinct. It felt very distinct. Like it didn't like Don't Call Me doesn't sound like any other
Right.
song from from at least from what I've heard recently. Anyways, I don't know. This I'm just rambling, but I thought it was so. I guess to tie it back into what I was saying earlier, it felt like a very solid comeback for them. And also just like as like a side note, they did a lot of promotions for this
Mm-hmm.
album because I didn't watch all of the different variety shows they were on, but every time I was on YouTube, like a new clip came out for some new variety show, and I'm like, wow, like they're really like they're really like promoting this album. So I mean, yeah, I just thought that was a interesting to see.
Yeah, I agree. It's they did do a lot of promotions, but I mean, could you expect anything less? It's been what, 2 3 years since they had a comeback. Wasn't 2018 the last
Yeah.
year? So
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they're going hard, and yeah. But anyways, I agree with you. It was a good, solid album. And I don't know. I just love the album overall. I feel like there's a vibe for everyone, but it still sounds like cohesive. Because sometimes, some artists try to do different sounds here and there, but it just sounds like you're listening to 4 different albums on one. But I think they did really good, and everybody should listen to this album because it's really good, and they're awesome, and yeah.
Okay, so we have come to the end of today's episode. Please let us know what you thought about Sunmi and SHINee's comebacks. What songs are your favorite? You can chat with us on Discord. The link is in the description. If you like this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast. Thank you for listening. Stay safe and talk to you next week.